Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly Connection update. High overview of the Connection. In my section, we of course start with honoring veterans, especially since we're going to be celebrating Veterans Day this upcoming Tuesday. Then we get into a piece on food donations. Then we move to our safety tips for families, focusing on being safe around power lines, especially in storms. Then, of course, we get to our school and district highlights. We finish off with our recognitions, 2 recognitions this week, transportation for their safety team and also our finance team next week. Let's dig a little bit deeper into the Connection. First, in my section, of course, honoring the men and women who not only have served this country, that do serve this country. And really, folks, talk to kids, if you're watching this, talk to your parents about what it really means this Tuesday when we say Veterans Day. Because it really is one of the most honorable days that we have in our calendar. Take the time to really search out a veteran and just thank them for their service. Their dedication is second to none. Their courage is second to none. And trust me, their love for our country is second to none. Thank you very much to all of our veterans. The next piece in the Connection focuses on food donations. Our Family Support Center here in the district, they do a lot of things. One of those things is collecting food for those in need. Really non-perishables. They work with all of the schools to make sure that those families in need are absolutely the recipients of others that are donating. And folks, I used to say to kids when I was a principal, be a friend, help a friend out. That's what we do in Kenton. Always, whatever you can do to help out our brothers and sisters in our community. Then we get into our safety tips for families. And listen, we had an incident this week. You may have seen it on the news. If you aren't part of the Franklin community, let me bring you up to speed. We had a tree get blown over during that high windstorm, knocking down power lines, losing all power to Franklin. Now, the kids were always safe. But I put this piece in the Connection just to remind us to talk to kids about, especially in these winter months, if we see power lines down. I learned something the other day. Don't go near any fencing because there could have been a live power line touching that fence and could electrify that fence for further down from where that accident happened. So, folks, really just take this time to go over that safety tip. It can affect all of us. Now we get into our school and district highlights. Kenmore West students lead Week of Giving effort to support holiday party. Hoover Middle student visits elementary classroom to read a story in Braille. Students take part in creative and engaging lessons. Hoover Elementary students enjoy Halloween-inspired PE activities. Students and staff take part in the Big Apple Crunch. Channel 2 features Big Picture Teachers Halloween decor. Teachers, staff, and administrators go all out for Halloween. Students show off Halloween costumes. And that brings us to our recognition this week. Our first recognition, our transportation safety team. Folks, transportation, they do such wonderful things. Besides being one of the most important pieces of our district, these people always are trying to train kiddos and families. And our safety team starts off with kindergarten before the year starts. Then they go to all the elementary schools. But to take it a step further, this year they went to the Kenmore-Tonawanda Halloween Bash. They even took part in trunk or treat at some of the schools. And the point is getting out there in the public so that kids understand the safety of bus transportation. Thank you very much to our transportation staff. You are absolutely second to none. And speaking of second to none, also our finance staff, we are celebrating them on Monday, November 10th. It is celebrating Finance Day. Really just take the time. Folks, think about it. Our district is pretty large, and all the things that happen on a daily basis, from payroll to purchasing, really, it's a lot of work. And our finance staff is second to none, just like our transportation staff. Really take some time to all of our employees next week, to kiddos. If you know somebody or see somebody from our finance team, just tell them happy week. And let's celebrate all the work that they do on a regular basis. And that brings us to the end of the Connection. And folks, short and sweet, Great weekend last weekend with our Buffalo Bills. I know it's going to be another great weekend this weekend, and next week we will continue to celebrate this wonderful year with our football team, our school, our community, and just that feeling of great belonging and culture here in Kenton, because that's what makes us Kenton strong, Kenton proud, and helps us to move Kenton forward. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.